Bill, thanks for joining us on Newsport.
No worries.
We'll kick it right off. So essentially, why should Douglas Shire community members get your vote or vote for you?
Well, I'm very community-minded. I've been involved in the community quite a number of years. The golf club, I used to be on the committee there. I'm treasurer. I was treasurer at the bowls club, and now I'm chairman over there. I'm involved in the fishing clubs, involved in the show.
So because you're community orientated, that's why they should vote for you.
Well, I think I have also. I believe in doing the right thing, and people who know me would know that. Okay. I feel that transparency is very important.
We'll get to that one, Bill. But thank you. Tell me this: in your opinion, how would you fix, or what's the answer to our ongoing water crisis, Bill?
Well, the solutions has been identified. So it's not something that council don't know about. I mean, it's just they identified a spot about 4 or 5 kilometres from the gorge, a new intake on the Mossman River. That's one, and also possibly a bore for emergency supplies of water. Look, we have to go to state and federal government to try and get grants. This is a very small council with very poor, very low budget. I mean, I think there's only about 7,000 ratepayers here. There are only 12,500 people live here. So it's a very small base. So we're going to have to go to state and federal government to see if we can get some grants to upgrade it all. It's got to be fixed. And look, it may mean borrowing more money too, but at the end of the day, we can't just run out of water. It's just not.
For a place that we live in the tropics,
exactly,
and we have no water.
It's ridiculous. I mean, even Alice Springs doesn't run out of water. They don't have the water restrictions we have in Alice Springs. It's ridiculous. We've had 2 metres of water, rain, and we've got level 4 water restrictions. Oh, that's a joke.
Thanks, Bill. Now, Cynthia Louis generally cops a fair amount of criticism for being the invisible state MP. I want to know, I know you share a good relationship, how do you intend to work with the state government moving forward if you're a councillor?
Well, I'll work with both state and federal governments. And I'll work with Warren Inch. Well, I don't know who's going to be the next new fellow. I think he's retiring. But, well, I heard criticism the other day at the mill, meeting at the mill, with Cynthia Louis is not there. Well, Warren Inch wasn't there either. I mean, Cynthia Louis, from my understanding, was working behind the scenes to get more money for the mill. That's a bit I know. Yeah. You know.
Okay.
I'll work with anybody. Look, I'll work with the devil himself to achieve what we've got to achieve at the end of the day.
Bill, in a nutshell, just give us one or two key priorities or policies that you're really passionate about, that you want to advocate and push if you were to be voting as a councillor. I know the approach to the Mossman Bridge is one of those.
Yes, I have mentioned that, but that is a state issue, of course. But I think we could push that, because if we can get that northern approaches lifted, it'll be able to allow Ergon and then people to get over the river to fix broken power lines. So, look, I'm very involved in sporting organisations here and that, and I've seen they've had some difficulty with council at times. I mean, the fishing clubs is a good example, where they're building a new awning and that, which they got a grant for, and then the council charged them $50 to get the plan from the existing building, which they own, council own.
So essentially, you want to advocate for local sporting groups.
Local sporting and community groups, absolutely.
Okay, understood. Bill, you touched on very quickly transparency.
Yes.
Why is transparency such a really passionate issue for you ahead of you wanting to be a Douglas Shire councillor?
Michael, it's something I'm very passionate about. I believe in transparency. Look, I've been a member of other organisations, and to me it's very important. And my standing in the community is very important. And people that know me, that I'm up front, that I don't try to hide anything. And I think in the past, the council has tried to hide a lot of the things that's gone on.
Why is that, Bill? Why have they tried to do that?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious reasons, you know.
Bill, sustainable development in Douglas Shire.
Yes.
You know, we're known for a council that perhaps isn't moving forward at present. What's your view on sustainable development going forward if you're a councillor?
Sustainable development is very, very important to this community. This community relies on the Great Barrier Reef, our beautiful rainforest, the Daintree. That's what's important. People don't come here for the shops and the restaurants. They use them shops and restaurants when they're here. That's not why they come here. They come here because of the beautiful environment we have. So I think it's very important we maintain that very good environment that we got.
Understood. And lastly, Bill,
Yeah.
what's the biggest mistake, in your opinion, that Douglas Shire Council's made in the past 4 years?
I think, I don't want to really criticise the mayor personally, but I think that it's been a bit of a one-man band, and I don't think he's tried to work with other councillors very well. And I think he's had another agenda. I believe he wants to get into state politics or federal politics. So I think, that's been his agenda, when I don't believe that party politics should be in council. Well, that's very strong views about that. People know my political views, but I certainly will not be bringing that into council.
Sure.
It's another thing altogether.
Sure. Bill,
Like religion or whatever.
good luck and thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.